If your kidneys are already under silent pressure, what you drink every day could be quietly making it worse. Not in a way you can feel right away, but in ways that build up over time. And one of the most overlooked triggers? Dairy. Some people cut it out completely, thinking that's the safest choice, while others keep using it without ever questioning it. But here's the part most people never hear. Your kidneys don't just react to food, they react to how your body processes it now, at this stage of life. And that changes everything. Certain types of dairy can increase the load your kidneys have to handle, while others are much easier for your body to manage. The problem is, they all look the same on the surface. In the next few minutes, you'll discover 4 specific dairy options that are gentler on aging kidneys, and how small changes like this can reduce the daily pressure your body has been carrying for years. Let's get into it. Number 1. Rice milk. Rice milk is often included in kidney-friendly diets, not because it's strong, but because it's easy for the body to handle. And for aging kidneys, that simplicity can quietly reduce daily strain. Instead of adding more for your body to process, it helps take away part of the burden that builds up over time. The real issue isn't dairy itself, it's the extra mineral waste your kidneys have to filter. As kidney function declines, your body becomes less efficient at removing excess potassium and phosphorus from the blood. When these begin to accumulate, they increase internal pressure and make your kidneys work harder than they should. Potassium plays a direct role in heart rhythm and muscle control. When levels rise too high, even slightly, it can create serious instability in the body. Phosphorus, on the other hand, has been linked to faster kidney damage and blood vessel calcification when it is not properly filtered. This is where rice milk becomes useful. It naturally contains very low levels of both potassium and phosphorus, which means your kidneys don't have to deal with as much leftover waste. Reducing that load, even in small amounts, can help your body stay more stable. There's also digestion to consider. As you get older, lactose becomes harder to break down, even if you don't feel clear symptoms. That can lead to subtle bloating or a heavy feeling after meals that slowly becomes part of your daily routine. Rice milk removes that completely. It's lactose-free, lighter on digestion, and easier for your body to process, especially earlier in the day. Many older adults notice their meals feel more comfortable with this simple switch without needing to change everything else. Another benefit is its lower acid load. Some foods create more metabolic acid during digestion, which your kidneys must work to neutralize. That extra effort adds to the strain your system is already managing. Choosing something lighter helps your body maintain balance with less effort. Now, here's how to use it properly. Keep it simple. About 1 cup per day is enough, usually in the morning with coffee, cereal, or a light breakfast. You don't need to replace every dairy product. Just swapping it into one part of your routine is enough to reduce that constant pressure. There is one important thing to watch for. Some store-bought versions contain added sugars or phosphate additives, which are absorbed quickly and can increase kidney stress. So always choose an unsweetened option and check the label carefully before buying. Rice milk won't fix your kidneys overnight, but it can reduce the daily load your body has been carrying, and that's often where real support begins. Number 2, mozzarella cheese. Cutting out cheese completely might sound like the safest choice, but not all cheese affects your kidneys the same way, and this is where most people get it wrong. The biggest concern with most cheeses is sodium. High sodium intake increases fluid retention, raises blood pressure, and puts extra pressure on the kidneys. Over time, that added strain makes it harder for your body to stay balanced. This is where mozzarella stands out. Compared to many other cheeses, it is naturally lower in sodium, especially when you choose fresh or part-skim versions. That means less fluid buildup and less daily stress on your kidneys. There's also protein to consider. Your body still needs it to maintain muscle and strength, especially as you age, but too much protein creates extra waste that your kidneys must filter out. Mozzarella provides a moderate amount of protein without overwhelming your system. That balance helps support your body while keeping the workload on your kidneys manageable. Calcium is another piece of the puzzle. As kidney function declines, maintaining bone health becomes more important. Getting calcium from controlled portions of food can be a more balanced approach than relying heavily on supplements. A 65-year-old man once shared that he didn't want to give up cheese completely after being told to protect his kidneys. Instead of cutting it out, he switched to small portions of fresh mozzarella a few times a week. He didn't notice anything dramatic right away. But after adjusting his portions and choosing lower sodium options, his meals felt more satisfying without the same heaviness afterward. Now, here's how to use it the right way. Stick to about 1 to 2 ounces per serving and avoid eating it multiple times a day. It works best when combined with lighter foods like vegetables rather than heavy, salty meals. If you've been diagnosed with chronic kidney disease or are on a protein-restricted plan, it's important to check with your doctor or dietitian before increasing cheese intake. Individual limits can vary, and what works for one person may not be right for another. Fresh mozzarella is usually a better choice than processed versions. If possible, look for options labeled low sodium or part skim to further reduce strain on your system. There is also something to watch for. Processed cheeses often contain added sodium and preservatives that can increase kidney stress. So, avoiding heavily processed options is just as important as choosing the right type. Mozzarella won't fix kidney issues on its own, but it allows you to enjoy cheese in a way that doesn't overload your body. And that balance is what makes long-term habits sustainable. Number 3. Greek yogurt. Some foods don't act directly on your kidneys, but they reduce how much work your kidneys have to do. And one of the most overlooked areas is your gut, because what happens in your digestive system can directly influence how many toxins enter your bloodstream. Greek yogurt stands out because of its probiotics. These beneficial bacteria help maintain balance in your gut and support a more stable internal environment. And that balance plays a bigger role in kidney health than most people expect. Here's why it matters. When the gut is not functioning well, more harmful waste compounds can pass into the bloodstream. Once they're there, your kidneys have to filter them out, adding extra pressure to an already weakened system. Clinical studies have shown that regular intake of probiotic-rich foods can reduce levels of uremic toxins after several weeks of consistent use. These toxins are closely linked to inflammation and faster progression of kidney disease. At the same time, improved gut balance has been associated with more stable digestion and reduced internal stress. That means fewer harmful compounds entering circulation and less work for your kidneys to handle each day. There's also protein to consider. Greek yogurt contains a higher concentration of protein than regular yogurt, which helps maintain muscle strength as you age. But this is where balance becomes important. Too much protein creates additional waste that your kidneys must filter. So the goal is not to eat more, but to stay within a portion your body can handle comfortably without adding unnecessary strain. Now, here's how to use it the right way. Keep the portion moderate. About half a cup per serving is enough. It works best in the morning or as a light snack when your body can process it more efficiently. Pair it with simple foods like berries instead of sugary toppings. That way, you support your gut without adding extra sugar that can work against your system. If you have advanced kidney disease or are on a protein-restricted plan, this is where you need to be careful. It's important to check with your doctor or dietitian before adding Greek yogurt regularly because your limits may be different. The type you choose also matters. Go for plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt without added sugars or artificial ingredients. Many flavored versions contain hidden additives that can increase metabolic stress. Greek yogurt won't repair your kidneys on its own, but it can support the system that determines how much work your kidneys have to do. And that can make a meaningful difference in how your body feels day to day. Number 4. Unsalted butter. Butter is usually the first thing people try to avoid, especially when thinking about kidney health. But not all butter is the same, and the real issue often comes down to one thing: sodium. Salted butter contains added sodium, which can increase fluid retention and raise blood pressure. Both of these put extra pressure on the kidneys, making it harder for your body to maintain balance. Unsalted butter removes that problem completely. Without added sodium, it doesn't contribute to the same fluid buildup or internal pressure. And for aging kidneys, reducing that kind of hidden stress is more important than most people realize. There's also another factor to consider. As people get older, appetite often decreases, and maintaining enough energy becomes more difficult. This is where small amounts of healthy fats can actually be helpful. Unsalted butter provides a concentrated source of energy without adding extra mineral waste for your kidneys to filter. Unlike high-protein foods, it doesn't create the same level of metabolic byproducts that your kidneys must process. That means your body can get calories and support daily energy needs without increasing the filtration burden. And for some older adults, that balance becomes important, especially when eating less overall. There's also a practical side to this. Adding a small amount of butter can make simple foods more enjoyable, which helps maintain consistent eating habits. And consistency matters more than perfection when it comes to long-term health. Now, this doesn't mean more is better. Unsalted butter is still high in saturated fat, and excessive intake can affect heart health over time. So the goal is controlled use, not daily overconsumption. Here's how to use it the right way. Keep it small. About 1 teaspoon at a time is enough. It works best when added to simple meals like vegetables, toast, or light dishes, where it enhances flavor without becoming the main focus. You don't need to use it in every meal. Just incorporating it occasionally can help improve meal satisfaction without adding extra strain on your kidneys. There is also something important to watch for. Some processed butter products or spreads contain added salt or artificial ingredients. These can increase sodium intake without you realizing it. If you have high cholesterol, cardiovascular concerns, or advanced kidney disease, this is where you should be cautious. It's a good idea to check with your doctor before adding butter regularly, especially if you're on a restricted diet. Unsalted butter won't improve kidney function directly, but it gives you a way to add energy and flavor without increasing sodium or mineral load. And sometimes, making your meals easier to enjoy is what helps you stay consistent with everything else that matters. Here's the honest truth. Your kidneys don't improve because of one perfect food or one sudden change. They respond to what you do consistently, every single day, often in ways you don't immediately notice. It's not about cutting everything out or being overly strict. It's about choosing options that reduce pressure instead of quietly adding more strain to your body. Rice milk, mozzarella, Greek yogurt, even something as simple as unsalted butter. None of these are magic solutions, but when used the right way, they help your body stay more balanced and easier to manage. And that's what really matters at this stage. Not doing more, not forcing your body, but supporting it in a way that feels sustainable and realistic. Because the truth is, your kidneys don't need extreme diets. They need stability, less overload, and small daily choices that your body can actually handle long term. If something in this video made things clearer for you, take a moment to apply just one small change. That's often where real progress begins, not in big steps, but in consistent ones. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to like and share this video with someone who might need it too. You never know who's quietly dealing with the same issues and looking for simple, practical answers. Also, subscribe to the channel for more straightforward, easy-to-follow health guidance designed for your stage of life. We focus on what actually works, not what sounds impressive, and I'd really like to hear from you. Which of these foods do you already use, and which one are you thinking about trying first?